And that means sometimes I'm going to be happy and sometimes I'm going to be sad. But you know what? I don't have to let one thing ruin my whole week, you know? And I think a lot of us need to hear that because I know for me, it's been baby steps. Like things would go wrong and it would be wrong for an entire week. Now we're good in just a few hours. And then, so, progress, not perfection. And
Welcome to Healing Conversations podcast.
Podcast.
Yes.
Because there was a time when I would have some sort of um, slip up or depression or, just something that felt like a slide back. And I would be in this cycle of, man, you know better than this. You should be doing more than this. You shouldn't have done that in the first place. You could have did this instead, and da, 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 all the thoughts just like piling on and piling on. And I've had to learn through experience and practice that even if a uplifting, encouraging thought doesn't feel appropriate in that moment, that's the only way I'm going to start to clear out the muck and actually get out of the depression, get out of the anxiety, get out of the beating myself down. And just to keep doing that and to keep uplifting myself, because again, if I keep beating myself down, the only way I'm going to go is down.
Mhm.
If we keep beating ourselves down, the only way we're going to go is down. So we have to continue to rise ourselves up, even just a little bit, like the story of that farmer who had a donkey and tried to bury it, and it just kept pouring the dirt over the donkey in this hole, and the donkey would just, every time the dirt got in there, would just keep stepping on top of the dirt. Every time the dirt got on there, we just keep stepping on top of the dirt. And then eventually it was back on the surface again. It was just like, you're not going to get me down. Every little bit is going to rise me higher. So I really love that you shared that. It really touched my heart. And also the accountability in the community. So very important. I did a workshop for a youth group, and they hadn't really had a community healing space before. And so I was sure to articulate to them how important it is that we have people who we can be open and vulnerable with, especially as people. This was a group of young artists who are in an activist space. And so I was telling them, especially as people who are putting forth work that is putting a merit to society, and consuming all of these political social things so that you can create something that makes an impact, it's so essential and fundamental to have a community that you can reset with, that you can heal with, that you can lean into, that you can get accountability from,
Mhm.
because otherwise, again, it's just this isolation and self-defeat. And then you get burnt out and you can't actually do the thing that you want to do. You can't actually make the impact that you want to make. So yeah, Spencer, you are a wealth of goodness, and I'm so grateful
Mhm.
that you're here today. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we step out, Raymel or Spencer?
I guess for me, we're all worthy of healing. And even if we don't heal one day, we can do it the next.
Mm.
We can go up and we can go down, but that doesn't mean we're not healing. That
Mhm.
just means we have more knowledge for when we go back to being up. And that's something that I've held dear these last months, going through all the stuff that I've been going through.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yes.
I wanted to share real quick, Spencer. It's so funny that you share how, like, speaking in front of more than two people would like freak you out and like make you like, oh my God, heartbeat and sweat, forehead. And now you're like building that, and it I resonate with that because that was me. Before I got into this world of public speaking and speaking on stages and in spaces, same thing. I was afraid to speak in front of two people because I always was told as a child that like I taste my words, that I stuttered when I talk, and I was made fun of how I spoke. So it made me so insecure to speak in front of people because I already quotes in the air, knew what they thought of what I was saying, of how I was saying it. So I share that to say, like, there's a reason why you're being called to share your voice more. And I love that you are doing it boldly, doing it fearlessly, doing it courageously, because you're just like using it every just way that you can. And even you've been on this podcast, y'all, this is Spencer's second podcast appearance that he's ever had. And I just want to just say, like, that's beautiful that you are strengthening that muscle because there's something, we all have gifts, we all have reasons why our souls chose to come in the time that it did. And I just love to witness when other tribe members are allowing it to reveal itself through them and to see them blossom. Sister Angelique as well was the one who was quiet in the back, supporting with the signs, the waves, the things. And now to see her like just really letting her light be just felt and seen and letting her gifts be shared, like it's just a beautiful thing to witness. So I just want to just celebrate you, Spencer, because I see you.
Mm.
I see you, and it's a beautiful thing to witness the caterpillar morph into the butterfly. So I'm witnessing your metamorphosis every time I see you do things that are outside of the norm for you, but they're becoming comfortable to you. So I just wanted to take that moment to share that.
And I second that. And I'm also celebrating you. And I just really see how significant your story and your journey is. And I'm trusting that, your baby steps will lead you into more and more impact in the world. And we're really grateful for you.
Oh,
Um, okay, so this is our time for tips.
Mhm.
So, what are three things that you would like to share with the audience today about um, navigating the unexpected, or just anything that's on your heart right now that you think would support folks today?
oh, one thing would be to just hold yourself and give yourself space to feel your feelings, because the only way that we can get through it is to feel it. And I guess second is oh, this is what my therapist says to me, to remind myself that I am a human.
Mhm.
And that means sometimes I'm going to be happy and sometimes I'm going to be sad. But you know what? I don't have to let one thing ruin my whole week, you know? And I think a lot of us need to hear that because I know for me, it's been baby steps. Like things would go wrong and it would be wrong for an entire week. Now we're good in just a few hours. And then, so, progress, not perfection. Oh, I guess that's number three. And have a gentle and safe day.
Yes. Okay. Listen, just a real quick. Um, he was going so fast. I couldn't catch up with my notes. mm, just like quick bullet points of these wonderful tips that I truly hope that you take to heart, because they really are foundational. So, first, he shared to hold yourself, give yourself the space to feel your feelings. The second tip was to remind yourself that you're human. And it's okay to have these feelings, to have these experiences. And also, you don't have to let it ruin your whole week. And he did a beautiful mention of how, things might take a week or a month to get over, but now it can be condensed into hours and moments. So just remind yourself that you're human and it is a process. And then the third tip folded into that of being aware that it's progress, not perfection. This journey is about continuing to expand, not reaching some finish line. So, yes, Spencer. Oh, I knew this
Mm.
was going to be such a rich conversation. I'm so grateful for you.
Mhm.
And yeah, Ramel, do you have any closing words?
Just want to say thank you, Spencer, for your time, your energy, your wisdom, your light, your love. And I am so excited for those who would listen to this and just feel the love in this, the authenticity, the beautiful energy exchange. And utilize those tips Spencer left you because they will definitely support you. And remember the small steps. The small steps leads to the bigger things, and there's no need to rush it. Be patient, be kind, be gentle, be all the things, and make sure to leave us a comment. Let us know how this has been of service to you. Let us know, is there any conversations you would like us to have for you that will support you on your journey, because that's what we're here for, is sending that ripple out by being the change that we want to see.
Yes. So until next time,
We'll
we are
see you all
lovely.
later.
Bye.
Bye.